Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat. We're gonna pull back the curtain on some comedy. Sit back, relax, and chat with us. Collab on a piece that will perform once we perfected all the intricacies, line by line. We'll take it one joke at a time. With Michael Copenhaver and Spike McCulley. Oh, got a producer, he's a real OG. Oh yeah, I'm ready for one joke at a time.
Welcome back to One Joke at a Time, everybody. It's me, Mike, with...
I'm Spike. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here, and I noticed how fat I look in that one picture at the beginning, and then my wife agreed with me.
Joking, calm down.
You wasn't joking. That bitch wasn't joking.
I was.
She was for real. She's like, look at how fat you are.
He's talking about his wife, the lovely production assistant, Ashley. She's the one that helps chime in and helps us keep track of all your comments. And don't forget, here at One Joke at a Time, what we do is build jokes one joke at a time. We're going to start with a premise today, and we're going to have a guest. And as we do every week, we're going to spend the next hour trying to build succeeding in building a 3 to 5 minute bit that we will do what we can to perform this week. Because as you know, it is plague times, so it's hard to find a stage.
Mr. OG has those though, right?
Mr. OG, the producer, the guy behind the scenes. Pop, yeah. We got special news about Mr. OG this week, everybody. Stay out, buddy. I want to see that glow when I make your announcement. No. Bring yourself up. What's
that? What's that?
We have an addition to the One Joke at a Time family, do we not?
Oh, yes. My first grandson was born, and he will be coming home on Brown Sunday tomorrow to get his first taste of what it's like to be in the family.
Mr. OG, congratulations from all of us.
Thank you.
Give all of our best to your lovely daughter too.
All righty.
His daughter helps us out sometimes. She's the sounding board when she's on the phone call in the background with OG when we're talking about show stuff, and she's our sounding board. She throws in ideas too. Anything else you want to say in the preamble, my man?
No, let's get to a premise.
Let's get to our guest. Yes. Who's our guest this week, Spike? Bilal?
Yeah.
All right. Our guest this week is our man Bilal Swain, coming all the way from Detroit, Michigan. You got to introduce a man.
Well, you don't put that shit on me. That's not my shit. I know Bilal. Bilal's funny. He's one of my favorite dudes on the circuit. He's got this joke about wizard dicks that's fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal. It is a phenomenal joke.
I think this Batman joke's really strong too.
No, I'm just the wizard dicks.
It's short and sweet. Dude, that wizard dicks though, that is
yeah, dude, you hear that and you're like, what the fuck was he thinking?
He was on some mushrooms or something that day.
Yeah.
Bilal Swain, everybody, all the way from Detroit, Michigan. What's shaking, Bilal? You have no sound, my man.
Oh, okay, there we go. Nothing.
There he is, Bilal Swain.
Just sitting down, in my room on a cold. I miss summer so much.
I missed summer 10 seconds after it started snowing the first time. I like fall. Once winter hits, I'm done with that bullshit. I'm ready for spring.
I feel like we hardly get a summer anymore. It's like a month. What's this week's premise?
This week's premise is very broad.
Good.
Very vague. And I did this on purpose because Bilal is so fucking esoteric. He's just so out there on his own. We want to give him plenty of room to work with. The topic for this week, the premise for this week is social media. Perfect timing, old guy. Perfect timing, OG. So, what do you think about social media? Where does your comedic sense take you, Bilal?
The Bratva, maybe, or is that, I don't know.
I think it pisses me off
Wait,
social media pisses you off?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a bunch of horse shit. Like they're either on there pushing you to be someone that they want you to be, or they push all these ideas, right? And that's all they do. They push your ideas. And a lot of people have shitty ideas, and it gives a lot of shitty people a place to pitch their shitty ideas. Like I was sitting, you ever just sit back and think like you'll read some shit that's supposed to make you feel depressed, and you're like, bitch, I'm exactly who the fuck I want to be right now. I am exactly the person I want to be. And that's not coming from a place of arrogance. It's coming from a place of hard work and dedication to certain things to make myself the person I want to be. So fuck social media.
Some people just want to be keyboard warriors, though. Perfect example of what you're talking about. The actress who plays Cara Dune. I think we're all Mandalorian fans, yes?
Yeah.
Cara Dune, the Republic ARC Trooper. She is getting fried on all these Disney panels and everything because people say she is transphobic and an LGBTQ hater, and giving her all sorts of grief over some things that she said that were not even close to hate speech. And that's just the internet, and that's what social media is. It's just a place to go and spew absolute fucking hatred. She doesn't even entertain these people. She doesn't answer any of it.
No.
She said what she said, and she just doesn't respond to all of it. She doesn't give a shit what people think.
She's like, I'm above this.
But she's a fighter, isn't she? Who is that chick?
Gina Strong.
Yes, Gina Carano. She was an MMA chick, wasn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, she was. She beat her ass.
When I think about the social media stuff, I just think about how, like, when I first got on Facebook, I was using it all wrong. I was doing all the wrong things on Facebook. I think, to me, it was just a place to piss off Christians. People would send me, right, these pictures of kids, sick kids. Every time you share it, he gets a second on dialysis. Have you seen these? Have you seen any of those?
Yeah.
So I would send back, listen, it's God's will for that kid to die. If you were a good Christian, you wouldn't do anything about this kid. God wants this boy. Leave him be. And that just really makes Christians' head want to explode.
Yeah.
But in the end, I mean, God's got a plan, right? That kid dying's part of that plan. Quit trying to save this kid and abort God's plans.
What if those likes and shares were part of his plans to further his dialysis? Like, no. I got a bet going.
Now, see, that's another one that you get a lot. Scroll on by if you love Satan, or share if you love the God. Get out of here, you asshole. Like, yeah, that's where the battle for ultimate good and evil is taking place. Facebook.
Yeah, do those make you like scroll extra hard? Like you put some like torque into that thumb movement?
Scroll with a little stank on it.
I think Twitter is a bigger dumping ground.
So I don't do Twitter. My kids keep telling me I have to go on Twitter if I'm going to go anywhere with comedy. But it's like, I'm so resistant to Twitter.
You jump on Twitter, dude. Like there's everything on Twitter. They don't, just whatever. You got porn, like, dude, full porn, like the whole nine's on Twitter.
I don't need.
And then you just say whatever the hell you want and you hashtag the hell out of it. And there's a bunch of people like, yeah, I like porn and I'm sick of that shit too. And you're like, yeah, I'm a superstar. And it's like, no, you're just regurgitating other people's opinions with pictures, you asshole.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
The only time I really find Twitter useful is when there's a disaster happening or something like, like, hey, New York is on fire. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what the people there think. But that's the only time I care what they think.
I'm just going to check out all the trending hashtag New York fires. Oh, that's great.
What do you think they think? Like, who the hell's in the middle of a fire hashtagging and Twittering? You know what I mean? Like, it's always an asshole. Like, that's who's going to be trending the most if that's what happens. It's going to be that dude up there, and he's like, yo, bro, all downtown's on fire right now. I'm trapped in my apartment, bro. I should be looking for a way out, but instead I'm coming to you live, Twitter folks. I'm right here coming to you live. It's Jersey Mike.
I don't know if that was an answer to your direct question, but Jonathan Hamill answered out dead babies.
Damn.
I guess they're hashtagging and tweeting from the middle of a fire.
Y'all do realize that social media now is divided by generations. All the young people done abandoned Facebook because they say old people done took it over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all
Everybody's
TikTok,
running to
Twitter.
Instagram.
The gram. Catch me on the ground, bro.
It's the biggest problem is that old people don't know how to use it. It's like when you're
Well,
scrolling
help me understand. Teach me how to use it.
Oh, first you hold your finger down on the app, and there's gonna be a little X in the corner that shows up, and it's gonna start wiggling, and you tap on that X,
And it closes the app.
Huh?
Deletes it. He's damn it, Bilal. Hey, while we're on this topic, let's take a minute, reset. Can we show the clip from how last week's premise worked out?
Absolutely. Who do you want to see first?
Whoever.
Oh, guys, surprise us. Throw us a clip from last week's premise. Last week's premise was how many wives, or polygamy, or what did I say? Mormon marriage is better than regular marriage.
Camera so I can record this shit bomb. A podcast like every other dickhead comedian in Northeast Ohio has a podcast. Got it with my partner Spike McCulley. It's called One Joke at a Time. And what we do is we start with a premise. We have a comedian guest come on, another one of our friends, and then we will build a joke in an hour. At least we think it's going to be a joke in an hour. And we tape it, performing it live for folks. So I hope you guys like this for One Joke at a Time. We were talking about being married. Anybody married here tonight? Make a noise. You are the unhappiest fucking married people I've ever heard. Like, woohoo! Not one woohoo. Just like, yes. Woohoo! I'm dying inside daily. Thanks for the reminder. That's what marriage was for me. Dying inside daily. I figured out what was causing it and got rid of that bitch. Now I'm happy. Happily unmarried. It's delightful. But how many wives is the right number of wives? I'm asking you. How many wives is the right number of wives? I wasn't asking you. Are you here with your wife? No? How many wives? That's the question. How many wives is the right number of wives? Somebody say one. That was a lady's voice that said one. And most women will say that. Personally, I say 0 wives is the right number of wives. It's the right number for me. That's the right number for me. But I'm not you, so for you all might be different. But I did think that if I was about to get married again, I'd have to go Mormon style. Like 4 wives, 4 houses. That way, when one starts with their bullshit, you just move on to the next one. It's all new bullshit, but you're done with that bullshit for at least 3 more days, right? So you can just trade out your bullshit at your leisure. And some other folks I was talking to about it, they're like, well, why is it always got to be the multiple wives thing? One husband, multiple wives. Why can't it be one powerful woman with a whole bunch of men? And I would say because that would never work. Yeah, it sounds good on paper for you. But then dudes catch feelings too. It's not just a chick thing. Dudes catch feelings. It's like he's not going to be okay with Steve banging you while he's just playing Xbox with Daryl and Larry. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. They're going to be upset. It's like, man, I wonder what they're doing. What if his is bigger than mine? Can't get her to tell me. These are the kind of questions we ask each other. I mean, dudes, they got our insecurities too. But there'd have to be like a weird cuck situation. Somebody's got to be the beta cuck when you got multiple husbands, right? Somebody's going to be the one that like holds the spotlight when they want to do tape nights, things like that. Or like, you're the cleanup boy. All right. It's like, all right, you're going to do this. Now you clean it all up. Like, I don't know. That's pretty gross. I don't want to. It's nasty. Getting laughs? Hooray. Hopefully it's not because of what you're talking about at your fucking table. But if it is, I don't care. I'm not getting into you. So, yeah, that was our take from One Joke at a Time on multiple wives. A few of our takes, anyway.
Okay, now I get it.
There we go. That was mine. It worked out all right. There's still it's a work in progress. That was the first.
I really like that topic.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you like it more than this one?
Yeah.
How many wives did you want, Bilal?
Oh, I mean, who? I don't know who gets to decide that though. Shouldn't it be up to the people involved?
Well, I don't know.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like if they're cool with it, like why does it matter to anybody else?
The man decides.
Well, they gotta want to be there too.
Unless you're
It's not
leading
like
a
he hits
cult.
her over
But
the
I'm saying if they do want to be there, it's not like
That's my plan after divorce, dude. I want to start a cult.
wife cult.
I ain't even playing. Well, think about the leader that runs the cult. If you're running the cult, dude, a bunch of dudes pay you to fuck their wives and then tell everyone what a great dude you are for it. Like he's so spiritual.
Yeah, Jim Jones apparently was fucking the dudes too. He got like them involved also.
Well, that wasn't part of my fantasy, but I mean,
I'm telling you, man.
damn.
I'm saying
dude.
if you're gonna go to the length to start a cult, you might as well fuck dudes too.
Why you gotta put that on me like that?
So
You're
you're,
like-
so you're saying if you're a cultist, you may as well just go full on pansexual.
Right.
Yeah.
Bilal
Yeah,
was salt with like a bag of dicks.
Like I think you should convince Mike to start a cult because he looks like if he came up to me and was like, "Hey, you want to join my cult?" I'd be like, "Yeah," but if you came up, I'd be like, "No, he's gonna try to convince me to have sex with him." Probably.
Is that what the difference is?
Because you're
Yeah.
pretty.
Right.
You
Little
look
do you know, it's my cult that you will have sex with me.
like you look like a cult leader. You look like the cult leader's like enforcer or something.
I'm the Palpatine. He's the Vader.
You will
Yeah.
suck his dick.
Like I
This
did for me.
is what's happening. If I have to grab you by your goddamn ears and just force your head onto his cock,
You know
This
what's hilarious?
Happen,
If, like,
brother. He's here to get me blown.
what if you didn't even want to be the cult leader or be in a cult at all, but he was just so into like having everyone worship you that you were just like, oh, I'm just going along with this.
so the topic has changed.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Sorry.
The topic has changed. So what if you were the cult leader? I like where you're headed. Like you're like, I don't even really want this shit. And he's like, dude, but you gotta understand how great you are. And you just gotta let this happen, brother. Just let me be here for you. I am here to put people and worship on the altar of your cock.
What are you sharing with us, old guy?
What's happening right now? What up, baby?
I'm trying to find yours. I got to get you back up again. Let me shut this out.
What was that, Jonathan? Hold on a second. So
As soon as he
joins a cult, he's like sucking dudes' dicks? Question mark.
I don't know who that one was aimed for. If it was me, that's probably the point where I realized it just got real culty or like jail like. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something about like, when they make you wear like a big ass robe and they march you in there and you're about to have like the circle and they're like, all right, here's initiation time. All you've got to do is suck this cock.
Well, no, I'm saying like cults make you gay, dude. I don't know if you didn't know that, but that's where gay people come from. Cults. Every
What?
gay person
Say that again?
in some way. Did you guys not know this? This is like common knowledge. You guys need to spend time on social media.
If Facebook says it, it must be true.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did
Okay.
you know the Holocaust never happened?
Who said that?
Everyone. It's. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, like
I meant it to John.
This whole world going to stuff. Man.
Holocaust
He's
denial.
staying at his boyfriend's have been in cults.
well, no, I'm not gay though. I've never been in a cult. At least not yet.
Okay, I got Spike queued up here. Let's see if we can get this right.
That's what I do. So, just so you know. Just so you know. All right, for my one joke at a time, people, if you're not aware, I got a little web show I'm running. We build a joke every week, and then I have to run the bit, and it either bombs or it does well. Most of the time, it bombs. Heads up. This week's premise was, how many wives? How many wives is the right amount of wives? So, I feel like that differs on the person that you are right off rip. Like, because a lot of my friends are like, 0 amount of wives. 0 amount of wives. But they're also not homeowners. Like, there's certain shit, like, I can't do. Like, I don't know how to get a mortgage. Look at me. I'm up here on a Wednesday night, half shit face, telling a joke. Like, I don't know how to fill out that paperwork. I need my wife for that. I can't find my keys. I don't even know where my underwear's at half the time. I have to have at least one wife. One wife. You know what I'm saying? But then you have those Mormon dudes, and they have like 4 wives. I feel like that's too many wives. That's like having 4 bosses of your own like admission. Like, yeah, I screwed up, and then one's coming up to you, and she's like, you didn't take out the trash. And then the next chick's in line, like, yeah, you didn't take out the trash or do the dishes. And then the next one just lines up behind you, like, and you left the toilet seat up. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, where's the 4th wife? And they're like, she's out shopping with your credit card. Shit! That's too many wives. It's too many women. It's too much estrogen. What happens? Like, they're like, yeah, dude, but think about it. You could have a different woman every day of the week. No, not 4. Like, who the hell just said that? You could have a different woman 1 week out of the month, but even if you're switching up, how long do these chicks hang out till the periods sink? That's real shit. Women's periods, if they hang out long enough, will sink, fellas. It's evil. It's evil. Now you got 4 wives and you're still in the shower jerking your shit out like for real. Like these bitches. All of them hang out. You got to top shit on. It doesn't work. You don't need that many wives, bro. Like maybe 2. Maybe 2. But I feel like after you got the first wife, if you go to the second wife, like if you go to her and you're like, baby, I think I needed to add another wife in here. First off, there's shit long laundry list of the explanation you're about to have to give your first wife why she isn't good enough and you might need a second wife. You know what I mean? Like it rolls down like Santa's Christmas list. Just, baby, I know you don't like to do the dishes and I don't like to mow, and I'm just thinking maybe we bring on the second wife as like a laboring hand. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like someone needs to paint the fence. The kids have moved out. They're not really about it. Like we need another wife to this situation. I feel like she's gonna have to pick the wife, and if the woman has to pick the wife, just be honest. Just be honest. I'm gonna talk to y'all 3 real quick. You ain't picking a hotter wife, and you ain't picking a younger wife. You ain't. She's just gonna be like, even if she is cute, she's gonna be a notch less cuter than you are on your back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, she looks okay. I think she's pretty. But that bitch's hair is whack. That's the kind of shit y'all would do. That's where you go. And then I thought about this from a weird point, right? Like, how come chicks never take like 4 husbands? You know what I mean? Like, how come it's never like a rich, powerful, intelligent woman and she's like, you know what I need? I need to multiply the dick to this situation. The dick to puss ratio is just way off right now. I need 4 more dicks in here. That way she comes home after a long, hard day of being a CEO and telling other people what to do, and she just walks in the door and she's like, bukkake me.
You out of control.
There's 3 beta. There's 3 beta male. Like, that's a beta shit. Like, well, I mean, it is your Tuesday, but one joke at a time. Saturdays at 11. I am your host, Mike McCauley.
Okay. There we go. Get your back.
So same premise, 2 totally different jokes, told 2 totally different ways. That's what we do. Now Dan had stage time last week too, by the way, but he did do a joke about fucking polygamy.
Well, I fucked up.
I forgot all about it.
I did the same thing that Saturday. I had that time that Saturday for that joke, and I forgot to do it. Bilal, you made a crazy face. Did you hate my set? I'm sorry.
No, I liked it. What do you mean? I like how animated you are when you're on stage. It's like,
I didn't mean to disappoint you, sir.
no,
I'll try to do it this week. Are we back on the social media, or are we doing cults?
like making a face. Well, no, I'm saying you could social media has probably made it way easier to start a cult. I'm just saying, you don't even have to leave your house. You can be in a cult, totally immersed in a cult, not have to leave your couch.
Social media may
Before
somewhat
you
be.
had to like go to like Guyana, but now you can just be home chilling.
You still have to go all the way to Guyana.
Telegram cult, like if it was like they sent you a telegram that convinced you to join their cult, like that wouldn't work.
I don't. Dude, you'd have to be so charismatic to convince someone on a cult.
Not really. People are pretty fucking stupid.
How do you give them acid over the internet, though? Like, I thought
That's
that
not
was
the only way to get it done. Koresh wasn't feeding those people acid. He was feeding them Jesus. Twice as potent as acid,
really.
usually.
Mm.
Those people in Kirtland like 15, 20 years ago. You remember them? Kirtland, not far from here where we're at. So this guy, he comes from Utah. He was like a offshoot Mormon. He was too weird for even the Mormons. They were like, get out of here, you freak. So he comes to Kirtland, Ohio and starts some occult. And he ended up murdering a bunch of people with that cult. Not a bunch, but like several people. It was like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of situation on their cult farm. Yeah. Yeah, true story.
That's fucked up.
Cult.
Do you guys know about that that guy in Canada who like randomly decapitated somebody on a bus? Because I didn't know about this. Like apparently, like it was like a 2006 or something. It was in Canada. People were just on a Greyhound bus, and there was this guy who like had headphones on, and he was like asleep, and a guy just went up and started stabbing him. So everybody like runs off of the bus and like, well, what the fuck is going on? And then a guy goes back onto the bus to try to see like what the fuck is happening, and he's decapitating the dude. And so everybody runs off the bus, and the bus like is on the side of the road, and like everybody's outside of it. So a truck driver stops to see what the fuck is going on. And basically, the police show up, and they can't like shoot the guy because nobody alive is in danger. He's still like chopping the dude up, rubbing his organs on the bus windows, like taunting people, like taking bites out of his kidneys and shit. And the cops can't shoot him because like nobody is in immediate danger because he's trapped on the bus. So they just let him dismember the dude, and then finally they get him arrested, get him to trial, and he's found not guilty, not criminally responsible, and now he's out of jail. He's just free. And if there's one person I think should be canceled by social media, one like bag of shit just walking the streets free, I think maybe you should start like there.
Is there like a blacklist, like a no bus list, like the no fly list? Is that guy on a no bus list now that he's free?
No, he's probably in one of those gay cults because of social media where he sucks dicks at bus stops.
Look, I would start a cult. If I got away with decapitation in front of people, though, in front of, like,
He was at the bus stop from one of them social media sites, got mad cow disease from one of those loads he took in the mouth and started chopping motherfuckers up on the bus. That's what happened. He just in there and he was like, "Oh no, I feel a change," and he starts like transforming like a zombie from like 28 days, dude. He runs out to that bus after sucking that dick and just starts fucking chopping that dude up with a fucking axe for no reason.
Mad cow. It's weird that like we don't use mad to mean crazy anymore. It just means angry.
We don't use a lot of words for what they were originally meant to be used for anymore.
Well, but mad cow disease, like that might be the last time, you know.
They had a problem in England with that, like not so long ago, right?
I'm surprised they haven't like made it a more friendly term. Like mad cow might make the cows seem less friendly and people won't want to eat them as much.
Right.
Like unpleasant disposition disease.
Disgruntled cow disease.
Yeah. Social media.
Or killed the vibe, man. That was a bad one for me.
No,
Carly.
No, the cows are fine. Fuck it. We need the
Just
dairy
fine.
farmers. We love you guys. We love cheese.
Yeah, it shows I'm a fat fuck. Canadian bus murder is my note for that one.
Social media sucks because it gives kids a chance to talk and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You shouldn't be allowed to have an opinion till you're 25, in my opinion.
Well, kids and old people, like it's the same problem on both ends. Because like there's a certain part of your life where you know what the fuck is going on, at least to a reasonable degree, and that's like right in the middle, like of kid and old person. It's like, so there's a sweet spot. I think you guys are probably in there, but I don't know if I'm there yet.
How old are you?
What the fuck? I just came on somewhere.
24.
Nah, you're cusping it, bro. You're good.
Just depends on how you're living.
Yeah.
I just don't want to hurt my feelings.
No, I just actually like your opinion. I've heard you speak.
Yeah, he's
Like
not
I said,
wrong.
you're like one of my favorite circuit. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks. It didn't hurt beef sales, I believe.
Yeah, I bet you it didn't. I bet you that dude that was in like the bus stops asking where's the beef, Oscar Mayer Wiener stall, glory hole before he turned into a zombie and started slashing that person up on a bus like he was on the fucking Evil Dead. Didn't think so either, but here we are.
Yeah, plus how am I supposed to get my beef pirate ship to sail?
Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? We're not recapping it for you, Lorianne. Just keep hanging out. Today's topic is social media. So if you've got anything funny to say about social media, throw it at us. So far, we've talked about it would be so easy to start a cult from the comfort of your own home thanks to social media. As Bilal succinctly put it, used to have to go to Guyana to start a cult. Now you can just do it with Facebook. We talked about the Canadian bus murderer that decapitated a fellow and rubbed his innards about the inside of the cab. And we've talked about how there's just too many goddamn opinions, especially with young people. You don't know who you are yet. You're going to tell other people who they should be. Shut the fuck up, young people.
Well,
Fuck
old
you and
people
your
do the
youth, you
same,
young
too.
cunt.
He's right. And then you have old people on there that got like dementia and shit. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about anymore. And they're on there and everyone's still like, well, we've got to respect them. And it's like, yeah, I understand that.
When you got your older people, I think what they're the most guilty of in a lot of cases is just insta sharing things that they see and they think are good messages that are absolutely zero facts. Like those goddamn political memes. I'm so happy the political season's over.
I think a lot of people want to feel like their life meant something, like they had they lived for a reason, and so maybe they're like, oh, my reason is so I can tell these young people how I should have lived. But I don't know.
I thought our whole reason was to procreate and consume.
I thought our whole reason was like
You remember that shit with Roddy Piper when he put on those fucking glasses and then it would say like obey, consume.
oh yeah, I still haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one.
If you're a fan of South Park, the episode Cripple Fight, the Timmy Jimmy Cripple Fight in the alley is a shot-for-shot remake of an alley fight Roddy Piper has with David Keith in that movie They Live.
Jonathan Hamilton.
A bunch of old guys ruining it for us all. I agree. That's the problem
I
with
think
old.
I take exception to that.
They seem cool.
Any opinions we have about old folks around here don't reflect our thoughts on you, OG. That being said, old people just need to fucking stop and give up and damn die.
We're trying to make a joke.
We're living too long these days. I don't want to make it that long. That's why I smoke and drink.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, I feel like if you make it long enough to be afraid of dying, that's kind of cruel, right? I mean, there's a point where you're not afraid to die.
No, you just have to hit that point like enough or have it be bad enough to where you're like, fuck it.
Uh,
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Like, if you don't want to get a bunch of old
People will use
involved.
social media to just have a problem with the person they got a problem with.
Or
It's like, oh, that's great. We understand why you're mad, Janet. Then what does your husband have to say about it? Or did you not even tell him? Yeah, it's too much of a sounding board for a lot of things.
TikTok's bad about that. You guys ever watch any
So I'm not
TikToks?
hip to TikTok, man.
I've seen like maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 more than me. I'm a 47-year-old man. I'm not
Hip
watching
Talk, they're really
teenagers.
bad about making like personal videos out to somebody. Like someone will be on there like, and fuck you, Judy, blah 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 blah. It's like, well, if you had a problem with Judy, why didn't you like call her or message her? Like, why'd you put it on TikTok for everyone to see your fuck you? Like,
You're on blast now, bitch.
yeah. Look at me on my TikTok video. Fuck you, Julio. Bah, 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 bah. When I see you, I'm gonna smash you. You know what's up? And it's like, why the fuck did you make that? Seriously, if you had a
Now
problem
Julio
with it,
knows to be aware.
Yeah.
You just took away your own element of surprise, stupid.
it's like fucking.
Sun Tzu's Art of War, moron. Come on, do some reading.
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of freaky that like I mean, people were worried about like the government reading your mind or something, but now they don't even have to. You just scroll and see what kind of a person you are, where you've been. You know, like you're like, oh, nobody has any secrets anymore, and it's a weird thing to have secrets now.
Fucking Hulu and this TikTok.
Julio.
Oh,
Julio.
who the hell spelled Julio with an H? Ryan motherfucking White.
I wouldn't spell it. You gotta spell it with
Thanks
an
for
H.
watching, Ryan. You misspelling shit.
I'd have spelled it with an H. Fucking, I'm for real though. Like, why do those videos fucking exist? Like, if you really had a problem with that dude, and you were going to publicly announce it to where now you have to do something about it, why don't you just go do something about it?
So you're saying this guy's just his own Don
Right.
King.
Well, I'm just saying, why
He's
isn't
building
your,
up the hype for the big confrontation.
like, why isn't your video on World Star? You fuck. You're on the wrong platform right now, sir. If
What you're
really
seeing is the corruption of TikTok. TikTok started out with everybody dancing, right? And let's all dance to this music, and you get to see everybody doing stuff. And now this is how I put you on blast.
That's TikTok.
Keep TikTok pure.
What the fuck is
World Star, dude? It's where you see all those weird like street fights, like where dude will walk up and it's like two dudes and they're like hopping around like this because they don't really know how to fight, and then there's like three wild punches and someone smacks their head on the concrete and everyone's like, damn.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I think that sounds awesome.
Dude, Instagram's got me dialed in. Like, if you like enough shit on Instagram, here's one of the positives to social media. It will just feed you shit that makes you go, damn, on like a regular fucking schedule. So when you're just sitting there, like, anytime you have time to kill, you're like, shit, dude. Did you see that motherfucker go down them stairs on a shopping cart and split his head open into a log? And you're like, no. And it's like, well, Instagram said.
So it sounds almost like this Instagram shit and World Star is like the new Coliseum.
World Star,
where the sweaty, dirty masses go
World Star
to be
shows you
pleased
rap
with
videos.
blood.
World Star shows you rap videos like
Yeah.
trap.
It used to be America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah. Yeah, they did do shit like that. They were like the first like jackassy, but like they weren't doing it on purpose. It's like, here's just your dumbass dad.
Look at baby got a concussion.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's awesome. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, it's fucking
Because
World
it's
Star.
black.
bro.
Are you fucking? Are you... I feel personally attacked.
Oh boy, it's already 11:38, you guys. Holy shit, this time's flying.
Don't belong. You're beautiful.
We've got some corporate sponsors to talk about, everybody. The Orgasm Comedy Showcase, first and foremost. Ryan Weiss running the show over there, making moves, making things happen in 2020, getting even bigger in 2021, putting out sketches, putting out a couple of new podcasts. We've already got several on the way. This is one of them. We're partnered up with Orgasm on this show, one joke at a time. We've got on Wednesday nights the Deep Space podcast, Deep Space Conversations. Then we got on Saturday nights, we've got the not the stay-at-home show, that's Friday nights. We've got the Random Tandem, where we bring a bunch of folks together and just shoot the happens. And then maybe being discontinued, but being filled in with something new on Friday nights. For last year, they had the stay-at-home show, a bunch of good comedy, 5-minute, 10-minute segments, good stuff there. But yeah, Orgasm, a bunch of great folks. Funny Noises Productions definitely gets a big shout out from us, Chris Kettler specifically. Funny Noise Productions provides stage time for tons of comedians in the Northeast Ohio area. And Chris Kettler's just a swell cat to get to know. And thanks to a lot of those FNP productions, that's where a lot of these one joke at a times get shown. Mine this week was thanks to the Grindstone Tap House in Berea. That's a show that's hosted by Brandon Petrie every other Friday, every other Friday night. So check that out, the Grindstone Tap House in Berea. Where did you do your set, buddy?
At the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. If you're in Cuyahoga Falls, swing by Pete's place. Wednesday is amateur night, open mic, 5 minutes clean. Amateurs, 5 minutes clean. Otherwise, Pete will do Pete. And
You
if
do not say fuck in my fucking club, you fuck.
right. If not, you got Thursday night sets, Friday night sets, Saturday night sets from comedians all around. Big touring names from like Kevin Farley to the weird osmosis hypnotherapist dude that I like.
So that is it for our sponsors this week. We do have a sponsor that we don't have the promo done yet for. So keep your eyes peeled for some of our new sponsors. We're starting to take off a little bit. We're having a lot of fun doing it. So that's done and over with. Let's get back to building a joke. So World Star is the new Roman Coliseum. That sounds like where like the stinky masses go to
I like it
get
more.
their blood.
Make the note for me. I like it more whenever you're on the wrong platform for what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like TikTok, you should be on World Star. Because if you're an asshole enough to open that open challenge, why even open it? Just go over there and record the fight. You're a dick. You're a dick, and I don't appreciate you being able to make videos, sir.
Well, I think a lot of people wouldn't do that because you show up at someone's house, taping the whole confrontation, and you beat their ass.
That's why it goes to World Star and you become a star, son.
Yeah, but that is also, Defendant's Exhibit A.
And that's why we watch, because that's
Here's
a certain
the
level of not
video
giving a fuck.
of this cat beating my ass at my house.
Right.
Yeah, it's
That's-
a cuck move, but still.
That's why we watch, because it's a fucking
This
train
man
wreck and
must
you
be
know it, you're
stopped.
like- And honestly, most times you go over there now, and it's not like you're looking for the cameras. It's just your neighbors are out there like, damn. And why did he decide to do this in sweatpants? For real. Why the fuck y'all keep deciding to fist fight in sweatpants on World Star?
They're hoping to get pants. Show
That's,
that log.
that's what happened. It's always like
Maybe it's a choreographed thing. It's like, and then, just make sure you start falling toward me and pull my pants down and my log will fall out.
Hey, you guys remember that one girl that got hit in the face with a shovel?
Yeah, I sure do. That was awesome.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of shit
Continue.
talk, and all of a sudden, thwack!
That
That bitch
just made me think about that.
That wasn't. A different chick.
But look at what social media does for like the bitches that aren't, like the cash me outside chick.
No doubt. An ignorant child who obviously never gave a single solitary shit about school, but she makes one viral video of herself being a fucking moron hoodlum. And now she's like doing the talk show circuit for a year.
Dude, she
did
has
with
like
all
her
those
own like
people.
perfume
I
line
think,
and
yeah, I
clothing
think she
line
had
and
a
shit.
fucking show on MTV for a minute, then she was an idiot. They canceled it.
She's the cash me outside bitch.
Cash me outside.
That's awesome. What do you mean? That's like the dream. That's what America is for.
Is it though?
Like,
Do you
I saw that shit and I was like, oh damn, America! What? We reached the peak. That was the peak. That was it. Go home. Show is over.
That was Point Break.
the peak of garbage culture?
I don't know. Honey Boo Boo was pretty bad. When you have like whenever you pitch at a show and you're like, all right, check this out. I found this fat bitch in a trailer court, right? And they're like, okay. And they're like, no. But she got like a fat daughter too. And we're just gonna record you two being fat white trash
But
all the time.
she was a fat daughter beauty queen though.
Come on now. Only in this
Little
day.
Miss Pork Chop.
Only in this day and age is that little girl who's cusping a heart attack considered a fucking beauty queen.
She's definitely pre-diabetes.
Why does it make you an asshole to call that out anymore? Why am I the asshole if you look like you're fucking 8 years old and about to die of
I
a
don't think
stroke?
a single viewer at this moment can disagree that that was a freak show, and that's why people watched it, because it was a freak show. You wanted to see fat and nasty leading around that cute little fat girl.
Well, everything is a freak show.
Oh, you ain't shitting, man.
It's because social media is designed to make people feel better about themselves.
We
by
can all
showing you the
thank Jerry
worst.
Springer for that too. You know, he showed just how thirsty for freaks America really is.
Oh, it's bad.
It is bad. You should need a talent to be famous. And that's what the social media scene has done. It's taken, what's that thing that people used to have?
Yeah, that
Out of
thing.
it.
Yeah, that thing people used to have. Bilal has it. What is it? Oh, yeah, it's talent. People used to have that. That's what it used to have to become, oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I watch you do your thing. I watch you stand in your uncomfortable silence and then twist a joke around to where everyone's like, I did not see that coming from that guy.
Well, yeah, but how I do it is like how I write a joke is I don't like stick to a topic. It's like I try to start in one place and then go somewhere completely different. Or like I don't know, take two jokes that have nothing to do with each other and like stitch them together. So like it's hard to think like in a way that sticks to a topic, you know.
Oh, for sure.
So let's find a left turn.
The left turn.
The cult thing, I mean, I would have never went to that angle.
Or the Coliseum thing. That sounds
I would be the cult. That is my divorce plan. That's not a bit. When my wife divorces me, I'm starting a cult, y'all. Get with it. I'm gonna feed y'all some acid, talk some weird shit in your ear. Next thing you know, we're gonna all drink the punch. It's gonna get wild.
It's gonna be fun punch, not like murder punch.
Don't put me in a box, Michael. Don't fucking stifle
Maybe it'll be
me.
fun murder punch. Who knows?
Don't stifle me.
punch.
The wrong platform. They're doing shit on TikTok that belongs on World Star. We got too many opinions, and not nearly enough of them are intelligent.
Don't you
Social
remember
media is a
like when things
quagmire.
used to be backed by like fact?
Facts.
Yeah, like whenever you could just like whenever like a news outlet or people like there was just like actual factual content and not just this is how this made me feel. I feel like all that stopped with social media a lot because it's just like a lot of people like they don't recognize like what happens anymore. They just recognize this is how it makes me feel.
Yeah, too many people have feelings.
That's
People need
basically what
to
this
learn
job-
how to just swallow their goddamn feelings like we used to and shut the fuck up.
But that's the man thing to do.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. No, drink the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid's good for you. Yummy, yummy.
Nice OG.
To the Kool-Aid.
Hey, like, you know the brown note?
The what?
The brown, like the noise that's supposed to make you instantly
Oh, the
shoot your
brown
pants?
note. Yep.
The brown note. Like, what if, like, if someone gave you a flute that could play the brown note, you think there'd be a way to make money off of it? Like,
Yeah.
Hold
sustainably?
the world ransom like a Bond villain.
Well, no, they could just, like, I
People
don't know,
like
turn off their TVs.
What if it was like
Oh, sorry?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, it's your beat. Run it.
I was thinking, like, if, like, you know, when people can't shit, like, they're constipated, they could hire you to, like, drive to them and just play it instead of, like, buying, like, laxatives. That'd probably be the best way to make money doing that, actually. Like,
I
if
feel
someone
like
gave you.
He wants to do it in a curative way. And most of these people in the comments went with me, right? Blackmail.
Well, the only way to get them. But the only way to get them to know that you're serious, like you can seriously make them shit your pants, is to play the note. And if you play the note, then they're gonna shit their pants. So the blackmail is over.
Well, that's I would say
again.
if I knew how to make the black note, I would go to a computer guy and I'd be like, "Listen, it's the brown.
Well, hold
the
on,
brown
hold
note.
on.
Whatever."
Black note. What's that? The one that killed all black people? You fucking racist bastard.
You fuck you. You fuck get the fuck out.
Gotcha.
Get your shit and get the fuck out.
Brown note. Brown.
Well,
note.
regardless, I would make an app. And then I'd have like a random caller. So you could like just call random people that you didn't like with it, and then they would shit their pants like this, like hello, and then it would fucking
The Brown Note app.
I think if you combine those ideas, like, because if you're stuck like at a place and you don't need to go out to get laxatives, you can download the Brown Note app and pay like $1, and then it'll play the note while you shit.
right. Or you could
That,
be
yeah.
like Michael wants to be.
No, the big dick for today is Jonathan Hamill. Put that one up, please, old guy. Jonathan Hamill, asshole comment of the day. Attempts to demonstrate the existence of a brown note using sound waves transmitted through the air have failed. We don't care about the reality of this, motherfucker. We're making jokes, son. Don't bring reality into this, you son of a bitch. It would have to be $2. Better Off Dead, one of my favorite 80s classics. Oh, boy. The Brown Note. Not a real thing. Yeah, I don't think anyone really thought it was real.
I actually did. I'm disappointed. This is worse than finding out Santa Claus was
ruined
real.
my fucking life.
Way to go, Hamill. You ruined fucking Bilal's Christmas. Are you happy now? Are you happy, Jonathan Hamill? You ruined Bilal's
He
Christmas.
filled his stocking with disappointment and sadness.
It's filled with cum.
Are you a Christmas devotee or are you a holidays fellow?
Christmas? Oh, I didn't grow up in a Christian family. I grew up in a Muslim family. So I actually remember my first Christmas. It was really weird.
When was your first Christmas?
Oh, I was like about 6 or 7.
So you weren't Muslim for very long, I see.
No, my dad was still. My parents got divorced. My mom
Oh, I see.
Yeah. My secret origin.
My secret origin story.
Yeah, but what if Santa, like, I don't know, one year just like decided to come in everyone's stocking instead of leaving coal? If you were bad, he's just like,
We just got to sketch something near to that effect. Not quite that, but near to it.
oh, really?
Yeah, the Orgasm's been trying to get timely sketches out for holidays and such. We've failed up to Christmas. As long as Ryan's doing his work besides making comments in our chat, we're going to have maybe one release today, perhaps. Perhaps.
I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, there's some pretty good sketch stuff there. You like that, OG? That's how we run things.
Oh my goodness! Don't do that to Ryan.
We socially prick each other to do better. Alexa Irizarry making a comment. I'd be bad every year if Santa put his cum in stockings. Shit. Ryan Weiss, you're spanked biggest.
Right. She's like, I'm into fat old guys jerking off into shit. And Ryan's like, yes. Yes.
Finally.
Yes, please. Sorry.
Ryan heard me mentioning getting the editing done, and he said, yes, I'm boss. He's still in the comments. Less commenting and more editing, motherfucker. What do we got? It's 11:53. Bilal, do you have anything coming up you want to plug? You got any live appearances you're going to be doing? Do you do a podcast? You got anything else going on besides stand-up comedy, buddy?
Yeah.
You have
yeah. So I'm going to be at the Funny Stop on December 30th for the finals for their open mic contest. And I'm going to be, I don't know. You can catch me on another podcast about everything, and also on the workshop on Wednesdays and Sundays, streamed live on Facebook. Also, I should have some more stuff coming out soon, so stay tuned. That's it. Thanks.
You see how to spell his name, Bilaal. Last name Swain, Swain. Look him up on Facebook, everybody. Very funny guy. one of my favorites too. So when Spike said he wanted to have Bilal on, we aimed quick to grab him early on in the show. Episode 5 is in the books, guys. Thanks for coming on, Bilal. And if you get a chance to jump on stage anytime and you want to tape that and you want to do something about the social media, definitely send us the tape and we'll play it.
Okay, cool.
And we appreciate you coming on and building a joke with us, man.
I appreciate you guys for putting up with me.
You're great company, buddy. You're great company. Old guy, play us off, my man.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat. We're gonna pull back the curtain on some comedy. Sit back, relax, and chat with us. Collab on a piece that will perform as we perfected all the intricacies line by line. We'll take it one joke at a time. With Michael Copenhaver and Spike McCulley. Oh, God, the producer, he's a real OG. Oh, yeah,